guys, it's Cheyenne with Soft Crochet Times, and today we're going to go over how to make these really cute bath poofs. So this is part 3 in our little spa set series that go along with the face scrub pads and the soap saver bag. If you want to see these videos, I'm going to link that down in the description for you. So these bath poofs do look really complicated, and honestly I was a little timid of them at first, but then as I looked into how to make them, they're actually really deceptively easy. They do take about a full skein of cotton yarn for the big ones. Today I'm going to show you how to make a slightly smaller one, but it is really easy to convert and make them as big as you want. So for today's project, we're going to need a yarn needle, a 4mm crochet hook, some scissors, and then our cotton yarn. Today I'm using Premier Home cotton yarn, and I believe it is in the color Water Lilies. As I've said throughout this series, this is one of my favorite colors by them. I just think it works up so pretty. So, with that, let's get started. To get started, first we start with our slip knot. So in order to do that, we wrap the yarn around our finger, make a little loop, then we take some of the yarn that's still attached to the skein, and we just push it through and pull our little tail end. Then we put our crochet hook in that loop that we made, and just pull it tight. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to crochet 8 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, and then we're just going to go ahead and slip stitch into that first chain. And so one of the first things that we're going to do with this is that we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain a few extra to make this little hanging loop. That way you can hang it up in the shower in the bath. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and chain 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Alright. So it does look a little bit big now, but as this builds up, it'll make the loop look a lot smaller. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to slip stitch that right back at the beginning to make our little loop. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to chain, or we're going to try to single crochet 20 stitches into that little loop. And we're going to be doing double crochets. Alright, so there's one. And if you don't remember how to double crochet, we're going to yarn over, go into the loop we're working into, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. I do have other videos that go over the double crochets, the chaining, and all those other beginner stitches. So if you guys have been following along with me, I feel like you guys should know how to do a double crochet by now. If you don't, feel free to go back to my previous videos and then come back to this one once you understand how to do those simple stitches. Alright, so there's 4, 5, 6, 7, and to make this bath poof, it does look really complicated, but pretty much all it is that we're going to be crocheting in a circle and basically adding way too many stitches in each stitch, and that's what makes it really bundle up. So I'm going to be doing the smaller version for you. This one that I showed you is the bigger version. The smaller version has 3 rounds of double crochet, and you can really make these bath poofs as big as you want by just continuing to do rows. This one has 4 rows. The one I'm going to be showing you has 3, but you could keep going if you wanted. If you wanted a giant bath poof, you could probably do 6+ rows if you wanted. Alright. So just get 25 double crochets into that center stitch, into that center circle, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna start on round 2. So I have my 25 stitches in that circle, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna slip stitch into that first double crochet that we made, and I'm just kind of skipping over the chain that we made for that loop because we don't really need to worry about working near that right now. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna chain 2. And the way that it ends up being so crumply and bundled is that we're going to put 4 double crochets into every stitch around here. So right now we have 25 stitches. By the end of this we should have 100. And this project's great because you don't really have to keep track of your stitches that much. As long as you're putting multiple double crochets into every one of the row before, then you should be getting the desired look you want. So I'm going to go with 4 in each, but if you want a slightly looser bath puff, you could do 3 in each. And with the 3 rows that we are doing, we're going to get a slightly looser bath puff than this one. But like I said before, just keep adding rows if you want to get the fullness that you want from your bath puff. Alright. Like I said, we're just doing 4 double crochets into each stitch. So into this stitch, that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3, and 4. And don't panic if your thing doesn't look like a bath puff yet. Sometimes they come out looking a little silly at first. But like I said, as you continue to build the rows, it's just going to get so clustered in there that it's going to curl all up like this and make a really nice ball. So go ahead and go all the way around with 4 double crochets in each stitch, and then I'll show you how to continue on to the next round. Alright, so I went ahead and finished round 2, and as you can see, we're really starting to get a little bundled and jumbled in there. And that's a good thing for this pattern, obviously, because that's what gives our bath poof its body. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet of that round. And now we're going to go ahead and chain 2, and we're going to do another row of 4 double crochets in every stitch. So at the end of the last row, you should have had around 100 stitches. At the end of this row, you should have around 400 stitches. So believe it or not, this should actually be about the last row of the small version of our bath poof. This one only took 1 extra row, so you can see how much it progresses in just a couple rows. And that's what happens when you add a whole bunch of stitches to just 1 stitch in every row. So we're just going to go ahead and go around this row just the same as last time by putting 4 double crochets into every double crochet of the last round. And I'm going to go ahead and finish up this row, and then I'll show you how to finish up our little bath poof. Alright, so I've gone ahead and finished round 3, so all I'm going to do is slip stitch into that first double crochet that we made. And here is our small little bath poof. So I'm just going to pull this out, go ahead and cut that string. Alright, so as you can tell, this one is a lot looser than our other bath poof. However, if you want one that's bigger like this and a little bit more compact, you literally just add one more row of double crocheting with 4 double crochets into each stitch. However, I think this still makes a pretty cute little bath poof. And just so you guys know, I managed to make the 2 face exfoliation pads, the soap saver, and this little bath poof all with one skein, and I still have this much left. I almost have enough to make another one of these, I think, or a few more of the face pads. But I think this little poof looks pretty cute to go with this set, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this one done. So I'm just gonna take my yarn needle, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just sew up my loose ends. So I'm just gonna go underneath the next stitch, go ahead and pull that through, underneath a few more, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just work into a couple of these little double crochets. This one is one of the easiest patterns that I know to sew up afterwards because it already looks so jumbled. You can't really see where the extra tail end goes through. Alright, just gonna go under a couple of these. And then I'm just gonna go back the other way. Alright, and I'm going to call that good for right now. I'm going to trim that up. And then here's our little bath poof. Alright, so thank you everyone that watched along with us today, and thank you extra to everyone that's been watching our little spa set trilogy that I have going on so far. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And if you guys have any ideas for future videos, definitely comment that down below. I want to make sure that I'm making videos that you guys want to see with items that you guys want to make. So with that being said, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that other good stuff. And with that being said, thank you for watching and keep on stitching.